Yes, everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, it's just me today, but let's be honest, it's all about United right now. It's all about United, and if we're honest about ourselves, when is it not about United? We're always in the news. Ladies and gentlemen, what a 24 hours. Come on, beating City to lift the FA Cup. Oh, man, what a crazy 24 hours it's been. Yeah, I woke up yesterday and had this weird feeling. And for those of you that's in our fantasy football group, you would have seen some of my texts where I was like, today feels weird. Feels like a strange day. Almost a day when we can somehow pull out a miracle and win the FA Cup, beat City to win the FA Cup. Like, yeah, not you wouldn't have thought it's possible. We've had a horrendous season, finishing 8th, just not good enough. Terrible Champions League campaign. But on the final day of the season, when it really counted, somehow, some way, man, an absolute masterclass from Erik ten Hag. An absolute masterclass. Not starting with a striker, Højlund on the bench, which he seems to have done the last few games, right? Against Brighton and against Newcastle. And I thought maybe he's just resting Højlund, but he seemed to play this 4-2-2 formation, or blocking up that midfield, piling bodies in there, and man, it worked. We pushed them, put them under pressure. We're all over them. Man, it was great to see. We stopped them in their tracks. Look, they had a few chances where they skied the ball. I think 2 or 3 shots that went right over. I think second half, Haaland hit the crossbar. That one was a little close for comfort. But in general, man, we did so well. We stopped them from playing. We forced them back. We forced Guardiola to actually be a defender. He's been scoring a lot of goals lately, so I think we did really well to keep him back for the most part. And of course, we forced that error between him and the keeper, and Garnacho was there to pounce on that. Bang, put us 1-0 up. Yeah, proper. Really excited about that. What a day, what a victory. And yeah, man, let's just talk about the performance. I mean, Kobe Mainu, again. The dude is 19, but playing with like 20 years of experience. The top dog. It's like he's been playing all his life. It's like he's 34 years old, controlling the game like a Pirlo. And yes, slow down. Okay, I'm not saying he's as good as Pirlo yet. All I'm saying is the man is so good, so composed, so good on the ball, great passing, can finish as we've seen against Wolves and against Newcastle and again today. Yeah, maybe he didn't score against Newcastle, but he scored another goal. Who was that against? Don't remember, but yesterday's finish. Received that ball from the right. He's running left and he sees that the keeper's momentum is bringing him left to then just shape it around him like that. Man, clever finish, skillful finish. And here we are, FA Cup champions. Man, funniest thing is Ten Hag, right? 2 years, 3 finals. Man, 2 trophies. Pretty good. You look at Arteta, who everybody's celebrating and everybody's talking about. 5 years, 1 trophy. Huh? Not good enough, in my opinion. You can do as well as you like in the league and finish second or third or fourth. But if you're not winning trophies, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. Great, you're progressing and you're getting closer and so on, but at least win something. Win the Carabao Cup. Win something. But yeah, United shutting up a lot of people. Too many critics, all the pundits. I mean, all the fans that are Erik ten Hag out. And I understand you can't, judge a man on one performance. Like, the season hasn't been good, 100%. The Champions League wasn't good. But football and sports in general is about winning trophies. You can't knock the fact that man wins trophies. So for me, as I've said previously on the podcast, I'm ten Hag in. I'd happily give him at least half of next season, give him till December, see how we look, what's going on. But you do want to continue to see progression, and I'm with him. He's lost a lot of players this season. We didn't have our centre back partnership pretty much for the whole season. We didn't have a striker because Hoyland was injured. Martial was injured. And you can't put too much pressure on a brand new youngster coming into the league. What's he, 20 years old? You can't expect him to go and score 30 goals in his first campaign. So, yeah, we didn't have enough firepower, unfortunately. Rashford, of course, as we know, didn't have the best season. And Anthony's had a shocker as well. He had a better season last season. Whether he's good enough or not remains to be seen. But yeah, I would give Ten Hag this transfer window. Let him buy some players. Let's see if the tactic, if that comes through. And I have faith in him. I think he'll do it. I say tactic, and you may think I'm taking the piss, but I'm just trying to make light of it's not his first language, and he means well. He's trying to show that he's a very good tactician, and he's going to find his way. I believe he'll find his way as long as he's given the time. As long as they don't give him, his letter, what's it called, a P45 or something in England, where they give you a letter of you got to pack your bags and go. Let's hope they give him this next season. Let him try to fulfill his contract at least, bring in some more players to support the future of United, which of course is Garnacho, Mainu, Hoyland, Ahmad. Like just those four alone are, man, we're going to hold on to those four. So young, so skillful. And then you have the experienced heads, the Brunos. Like Bruno came out recently, and I know there's all that talk of him leaving, but he came out recently and said, I love United. All I've ever wanted to do is play for this team and walk out of Old Trafford every single week. That's what he wants to do. Is walk out that tunnel. So he's someone we keep, someone you put a lot of faith with, and you build your team around him until he's, can't do it anymore. And then we thank him and get someone else in there. But right now, Bruno's the right man to be there, in my opinion. We need a couple of centre-backs, some youngsters, to take over from Johnny Evans and Varane that have left. But, yeah, maybe we sell someone else, either Maguire, Lindelof, and bring in a third. But you need a first choice to be next to Martinez. How good is it to have Martinez back? Hey? Couldn't finish the game, unfortunately. But, man, just the monster inside of him. How's him bullying Haaland? He's almost half his height, but bullying him. Man, I love that. I love that. Show him who's boss. Show him this is Manchester United, my son. You don't mess around here. So, yeah, it was great. Kept them quiet. One mistake from Onana. Unfortunate. I think he dived that a little late and couldn't keep it out. And almost like he was scared, almost to hit the post. He was worried about his head. Jumped backwards like this and made sure his head wasn't going right at the post, in my opinion, and let that get the better of him. But he really should have kept that out. But hopefully, he didn't start the season well, Onana. Hopefully, he learns from this, has a really good summer, a good pre-season, and comes back and does what he's done for Ajax and Inter. Put in solid performance after solid performance, because he's got it in him. But never underestimate the weight of the United shirt. You're very quick to be criticized once you put that shirt on. And it's a lot. You may not be used to it. I don't think most players are used to it. So it's a lot to take. And we wish him a better season next. Anyway, ladies and gents, United, FA Cup champions. We got our trophy for the season. That's great. Just continue to win trophy after trophy every season. Can you complain much? I know it's not the one we want. It's not the league. It's not the Champions League. But man, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Of course, this puts us in the Europa League. You know my feelings on the Europa League. Not a competition I want to be in. That Thursday, Sunday. Yeah, not great. Hey, what can you do? It's revenue. Brings more money into the club, which is what we need. Every penny we can get right now with the state of our club, the state of our stadium, the state of our amenities. As you know, we're way behind the rest of the top clubs in the league to compete with City and Liverpool and so on. We need to up our game in all manners. So we need the cash. Let's see. Let's go and win it then. If we're in it, we're in it to win it then. I know I had a lot to say this year about Liverpool being in Europa, Thursday night football. But yeah, what can you do? We weren't good enough to be in the Champions League this season. So we're in Europa League. And Ray had a big mouth about going on to win something we couldn't win the previous season when we were in Europa. How did that work out for them? All they won was the Carabao Cup. And I'm not knocking that. It's decent. It's still a cup. It's not quite the FA Cup. Let's get that straight. But it's still a cup. They're more successful than Arsenal still. Another season winning absolutely like an egg. That's what they got. I feel so good. We won something again. Hey, 2 seasons in a row. Have faith in Erik ten Hag. Let's see what he can do in the summer. Let's hope he stays. Let's hope Ineos give him another season. Let's keep building around the youth, the youngsters, the Garnachos, the Mainus, the Armads and the Hoylands. Let's stick with them. Let's do this. Bring a couple more experienced players. Man, and we rock and roll. Great job at Wembley. Manchester's still red. Always will be red. See you next time. Take it easy. Thanks, everyone. Ciao.